Besides all that, what have you been jamming since the last pod?
Man, I'm gonna start off with something we was talking to from outside the pod with Little Reezy. Was recommending him about Little Reezy, Lil Reezy.
No, I gotta see the name because when you said that, the first person I thought it was Lil Reese.
Right here. Remember I was just showing you
Oh
this kid?
yeah.
He was recommending me he was recommended by this hip hop page called Logic Rap 301. I think Logic 301. Maybe he's a Logic fan.
Oh yeah, maybe.
You know, I got post what they call it? Not postpartum, but post traumatic stress or whatever.
Logic 301.
Logic, the rapper.
Oh, that's his ad?
Yes, you need Logic 301 his thing.
Oh, I did not.
Oh, no. So that's what I'm thinking. He probably a Logic fan or whatever. Anyways, he recommended this kid saying like, oh, he's like if not Kanye, if Andre 3000 and Kendrick Lamar had a baby or something. I'm like, all right, let me peep this out. And I listen to it. I'm like, I think he's saying vocally maybe because he could kind of sound like Andre. I could tell he's from the South somewhere. But anyways, he told me to check out his EP, and it was like he got better songs, like singles that's not on the EP, which is Control and Nerd. So I led with the EP. The EP UTH Youth, I guess, and it stands for utilizing utilizing time here. And I was like, okay.
I hate to say it, when people use acronyms, please have the acronym either be good or just don't use it.
Yeah, but
because what is UF?
Yeah, youth, UTH.
That's how you supposed to say it?
Youth, I guess, because he said leader of the youth. That's the name of the EP. Well, the EP is youth, but he's like the leader of the youth. Anyways, so what I think about this kid, I can tell that he's young, and I wouldn't say he's charismatic. I think he just has a nasally voice, and it's kind of annoying.
So it pierces your ears, not in a good way?
In a way, yeah. And I feel like he needs to kind of hone in with a producer and have better beats, and he needs better quality. And I think he needs to work on like control of like, I feel like sometimes he rambles, and I'm like, did you write this? Like it just seemed like he'd be going, and then he just start rambling. I'm like, what are you talking about, kid? But overall, this never stood out, and it made me start thinking, B. So I was like, this from the EP, not those other two tracks yet, but I listen to the EP, I'm like, I'm just disconnected. I think I'm too old. I think it's just the part where, when you was younger and you heard an artist, you knew they was young around your age, and it's just like, you could relate to them and stuff like that. I think I'm too old for this right now. I don't relate to it. Like he's tried to hit on points, but it just don't hit right yet because he ain't been through much yet. He's young. I just feel like, leader of youth and him, talking to the youth it just doesn't appeal to me. But I feel like he's not, I guess, writing wise, he's not there yet. But I feel like he has a lot of potential. Maybe he can be there. And I went to his website. I think he do a lot of stuff like in his community and stuff in like New Orleans. I think that's where he's from.
Does he have a New Orleans accent when he raps?
Kinda. He say little things that you be like, okay, I hear that. I hear that New Orleans, Louisiana, whatever, accent in there. So that would make me feel like, man, maybe I'm just not. It's just not for me. So I went and checked out those two songs, and I checked out Control first. Wasn't a bad song. I'm trying to remember what he sampled. It was kind of more of a black story. Like he told a story about when he was like 12 and went to Virginia, and like this woman like called the cops on him and his friends or whatever, and they was on the school bus or something like that. And he was like sampling Malcolm X, and I'm like, okay, he's trying to have like some type of, social awareness, talking about, things for black men or whatever. But I feel like, it's a newer track from the EP. I'm like, okay, the rapping's not bad still, but the voice and the production didn't stand out. And kind of the same from this track, Nerd. Nerd, the sample was forgot the name of that song, but I think it's a Alicia Keys song. Dun, 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 dun.
You see, you making me think with that.
Yeah.
It's not.
I can't think of the name of the song. Is it on?
The song isn't coming to me.
Anyways, he sampled that, and there's something about the production on that and like the quality, and then
it's good or bad?
It's not good to me.
Okay.
And it's just like and then the way he's rapping, it's like he's rapping so much over the beat. His vocals are way higher. It kind of drowns out the beat.
So his mixing is bad too?
Yes, and then sometimes the beat seems like it's too high. It just seems like
The beat wasn't EQ'd.
bro. It just seems like it's all over the place, bro. And like he got my engineer brain going off, and I'm like, bro, you're peaking or you're beep, like this is going in. But overall, like I think he has potential. I think I'm gonna give him time to grow, and I think I'll go back to him. He's not polished as a writer yet, but I'm not saying he don't have anything. I think he has potential. You know, he got 19,000 monthly listeners, and he has a good following on Instagram. He got over 100,000. So I'm like, you know, something is translating over here that's not really translating into, I guess, the music. But because I think he do a lot of work in the community, or he posts like probably freestyles or something on TikTok. I don't know. But I don't know. Reezy, you know, if y'all want to check him out, y'all some younger guys out there. I think he's around 19 to 20. Check him out, Reezy. You know, yeah, that's it.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. This week was a bit rough for me in terms of finding new music because I recently got a PS Vita, and I spent most of my week hacking that, and so I've been mostly concentrating on that. So during the weekend, well, modding.
I know what you mean.
You want me to be technical, but technically I did hack it. Yeah. But yeah,
jailbroke it.
Yeah, yeah, I did, and it's one of the best things that you could ever do, for a PS Vita at least. But I had to, you know, squeeze in some stuff here and there during this weekend because I didn't do nothing this week besides listen to some of the stuff that you sent and some of the stuff we agreed to listen to in general. Right. And, you know, some weeks, the lesser weeks where I have lesser stuff on the what we've been jamming, it's usually I'm trying to catch up on the content I've been listening to because I jam a lot of music. So I try to have a little balance. But one project I did listen to, or at least re-listen to, I went back to Lil Durk's last album, Almost Healed. Man, I liked it when I first heard it. I love that project. Quality street music. I'll dare say it. This is either his or Chicago's DS2. And what I mean by that is just each song, back-to-back bangers. He has like one or two missteps here and there.
It's not Finally Rich?
I don't think so because what I mean by DS2 is one of those things where it's like you had the artist, they're kind of like establishing, bubbling a bit. They kind of lose that steam of momentum, and then they rise back up with the anticipation of a good amount of mixtapes to lead up to the album. You get what I'm saying? You mean
just the pathway?
Yes. Okay. And so for me, this is his like DS2 because I'm like, Durk, I'll be real with you. You can't surpass this because each song, the production, obviously his lyricism, you know, his subject matter, it's going to be the same. Like, it's not bad. But the fact of Lil Durk, if you could go back to Sign to the Streets, whichever one that was, what I first listened to, when he was first bubbling in the whole drill scene, I did not like Durk. I thought that this guy was just going to fall off during this trend. I thought during this whole driller, I'm like, yeah, he's going to be one of them wash away rappers. But if you go back to that and you come to this, you be like, whoa. The difference, the change.
He reinvented him.
Exactly. And that's where it's one of my things where this is to me like a DS2 for him because he came out with this after the reinvention. Kind of like how Future did with the reinvention after he came out with Honest. And so this is why I would say like this is like the Chicago or Lil Durk's at least DS2 right here where it's like nothing but back-to-back bangers. He has like one or two maybe girl songs. He has a country song or at least a song that's kind of popish with that Morgan Wallen dude.
Morgan Wallen been killing it.
Which the song ain't bad. I don't hate it or nothing like that. I don't even hate the girl song on this album. I think it's all right. I think they both cool songs, and I like where he sequenced them. He sequenced them towards the end, which is like okay, it's kind of dying down. The album isn't too long, and like I said, it's the production that really caught me. Like some of the ways that Durk attacks these songs in terms of like, I'm not gonna have no hook on this song. I'm gonna just be going. I'm like. And some of those songs to me, I'm just like, even though, like I said, he's not the best rapper or lyricist or anything like that, but he knows how to make something sound good and it be catchy or hooky.
Is the Morgan Wallen songs Broadway Girls?
No.
It's not? Is he on? They got a few
Him
songs.
and Moneybagg got a song together. If that's the one you're talking about, that one's on the radio.
Broadway Girls?
I don't know about that one. I don't think it's that one. But I mean, that might be on Morgan Wallen's album.
Yeah, I think him and Durk got a few songs together. I could be wrong.
It makes sense because I feel like the mesh with this one, I'm like, okay, I see what you kind of trying to do with on this one. You trying to maybe get on the pop side of things, which I mean, I'm pretty sure he did that with the song with him and J. Cole, which re-listen to J. Cole's verse, it's cool, but it ain't as great as some people make it seem.
I still ain't heard.
I think the subject matter itself, I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but it's kind of par for the course for Cole. But overall, like I said, this project to me, the features were really good on this album. Durk was really good on this album. Just that song, Pele Coat. If y'all don't want to listen to the album, because I understand Durk ain't going to be for everybody. If you want to listen to at least one song on this album, I urge you guys to at least listen to Pele Coat. This boy is spazzing on
what
this
album
song.
is it?
Almost Healed.
Yeah, I think that Broadway Girls is on another.
Oh, it might be on one of his mixtapes or something, or it might be on Morgan Wallen's thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lil Durk, Almost Healed. Like I said, to me, this is his DS2 right here. I thoroughly enjoyed this project from Durk, and I'm just like, dang, like, I'm not a big Durk person like that at all. So when this album came out, I was just like, it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah.
But this is a really quality project. So yeah, Lil Durk, Almost Healed.
All right. Well, another album I listened to. It's like earlier last week. Not like later last week. On Friday. I listened to Raz Fresco and DJ Muggs' album. I didn't know it came out. I just remember them promoting it and putting out a few singles, music videos. It's called The Eternal Now. So, if y'all not familiar with Raz Fresco, you are? You ever heard of him?
Let me see the name. No.
He's like...
Is it Fresco?
It's Fresco. I don't know why I said Fresco. Raz Fresco. Anyways, so he's like... He used to fall in the line of like the Joey Badass boom bap rap in the like
Pro era?
in 2013-ish, and it feel like he disappeared. Yeah, and I knew like he used to make music with Tory Lanez and stuff when they were younger. He from Toronto, I believe. I know he's from Canada, but I think that's how I really got introduced to him around that time, because like when I was in high school, I kind of into Tory and stuff, and this project, DJ Muggs gave him the typical DJ Muggs stuff. At first, I thought.
Who's DJ Muggs really?
You don't know who DJ Muggs is?
I don't think I know him by name.
You know Be Real.
Yeah.
You know Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
He's the producer.
Okay.
Yeah, he does stuff with like Mag Homie. He does stuff with Rock Marciano. He got stuff with Rome Streets.
Okay. So I'm probably familiar
with
some of his
mostly dark production. But I feel like on here he gave him a little lighter production, more boom bap stuff that kind of fits him. And this project is not it's not like, oh, this is outstanding, album of the year. Not to me. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It just was okay. You know what I mean? And like Raz is a good rapper. Don't get me wrong. He has a really big, extensive like catalog. Like, cause I'm like, I ain't listened to this dude since like 2013. Mm-hmm. And I know he been putting out stuff, cause a lot of people in my Discord are really like hip on to like the underground scene, and they like buy all his vinyl and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And like his catalog be too deep, bro.
No.
And not saying it's a bad thing. Like, yo, put out your music. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes for me it could get, overwhelming, you know what I mean? And I really hate that I wasn't like I knew what you was doing throughout the years. I just wasn't following you. And like this dude's a dope rapper. The album just doesn't like scream out. Like I wouldn't recommend this like as one of his best projects.
Is this something that has high replayability to you?
No, I don't think I ever come back to it, man.
Forgettable project?
I wouldn't say it's forgettable, but forgettable, Not bad, man. Hey, I like Raz, man. It's like, it's not long. It's just,
pause.
I don't know. I just thought it was gonna be, I thought they would be a perfect marriage. Not saying they didn't work good together, but it didn't give what I thought it was gonna give.
Either it didn't give what it was gonna give, or maybe it wasn't the right time anymore.
Maybe.
To me, this is the same feeling I have for Futures. We don't trust you.
Yeah.
With him and Metro, I'm
like it came too late.
It came too late. Like if it would have came during that run, this would have been it. But right now, I'm like, it's good. But right now,
like last year, DJ Muggs put out Souls Assassin 3 Death Valley. Like this stuff right here is just, it's like singles of stuff he had with different artists. That song with Bodie. Oh my God, it's on like, oh man, because I love DJ Muggs' production, but I don't know, it didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. But yeah, man, if y'all want to check it out, Raz Fresco, whatever, I messed it up. The Internal Now, bro.
Like it didn't drain my boy Paul.
Yeah, bro, just thinking about it, like, dang, I really listened to it. It's not bad, but it's like
it just didn't hit.
It just didn't hit.
Sometimes it just don't click. Sometimes the pieces can be right there, but they're not clicking for you all the way.
Yeah, it didn't hit, man.
Speaking of stuff that just doesn't click for you all the way,
what, man?
Listen to one of your recommendations.
Yeah.
And my boy, I think, Kiko off of Twitter, he said that this was a good project as well. I want to go listen to Curren and Alchemist's Continuance.
Oh, yes, Continuance.
It didn't click for me.
Yeah.
The instrumentals was there. I don't know.
Currency has MC, yeah.
To me, Currency, I'm just like, no. Like, No, like I like Currency enough. I love Covert Coupe. 10 out of 10.
You still want to listen to Carrollton Heights, right?
I still want to, yes.
Oh man, that's blog era right there.
I want to listen to that. Gran Turismo, whatever
You checked that
mixtape's
out,
called.
right?
Yeah, I checked it out when it came out.
Yeah.
Because that's when Static Selector was doing with Bun B, then he came out with that. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm checking it out. But I love that. And I like Stoned Immaculate, which isn't obviously a producer.
Yeah, it's just multiple stuff, people he work with.
This wasn't it for me. I think what it is to me the beats are great, but I don't think I want anybody rapping on these beats. Like I don't want to hear nobody rapping on these beats. To me, these beats stand alone are just great by themselves. But Currency to me, he just didn't give me what I would enjoy on these beats. Is what I will say. Like his rapping ain't bad, but it's very very samey, and especially over production like this. And the beats ain't really bombastic or really call out for character or really pull that out of Currency. It just felt very flat and boring to me. His rapping performance to me was not it on this. I much prefer Covert Coupe because to me it gives me more of that range, but also it gives me that grittier, grungier feel that Alchemist gives. And to me it pulls it out of Currency a lot better. Vocally and lyrically itself. And writing wise to me because I'm just like, Covert Coupe, I'm still going back to stuff off of that. Continuance, I don't think I'm ever going to go back to this. Like, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just very boring and samey, and Currency is just way too comfortable on this. That's the problem. He gets way too comfortable. He gets in that lazy flow, and sometimes you could tell when he's not able to catch the beat or write enough to the beat. And sometimes you could tell he starts speeding it up at the last part of the line. I'm like, this is not it, Currency. I'm sorry. Like, Currency, I like you on Pilot Talk 2. I like you on Covert Coupe. I like you on Gran Turismo or Gran Torino, whatever that song is called. I'm probably thinking of a character from My Hero Academia. This just wasn't it. Like, I gotta listen to Carrollton Heights because I need to bounce back with the Currency and the Alchemist collabs. I need to see what's happening on that. I gotta go download it somewhere because it's not on streaming services.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I need to download that bad boy. But besides that, it was very disappointing. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't expect the exact same from Covert Coupe. I was like, let's elevate it a little bit, maybe, or maybe let's stay closer to that range because I just don't like Currency on super mellow beats. Because to me, it fits if you're a fan of Currency.
Right.
If you're not a fan of Currency, or you already like have listened to Currency, you can kind of tell that he's boring for you. This does not help it right here. Like I said, production is really solid. Some of the features on here, very good. I think when your boys on here, Babyface Ray was on here. I'm not mad at the features. Currency was the worst part of this album to me. Currency is just one of those guys where it's either hit or miss for me. It's never in between. I'm sorry. Currency, you from the South, so I respect you. And I respect the hustle. You do flood the market. Trust me, you flood the market. But this one just wasn't it. And you wasted some Alchemist beats. So that could have gone to someone else who would have done justice.
Anything.
Yes, he did.
No, he
Because Covert Coupe is way better than this.
So what?
Way better. Covert Coupe's 10 out of 10. This one is like a 3 out of 10.
Now you being disrespectful.
If I have to look,
now he's being wild. With that production alone, you dropped it down to a 3?
No.
See, that's disrespectful.
The score goes up without his vocals.
Oh my god! Hey, he toned it down.
Yeah, turn the vocals down.
I know you. It's just like it's like you said, it's a hit or miss for you. So
that's why it's like the Larry June thing. Dom Kennedy.
That's
they
why
all in that same range for me.
I love so many Currency projects, and it's so hard for me like recommending because I don't know you're gonna tear it down. I'm just like, no.
I like Pilot. Look, you told me to listen to some Pilot Talks. I listened to Pilot Talk 1. I didn't really like that.
Yeah,
Pilot Talk 2 was it though.
Yeah,
Michael Knight. Michael Knight. Hard.
Yeah.
Stoned Immaculate. You didn't recommend that to me.
Yeah.
I went to it because a lot of people was praising on Twitter. Hard.
It's a mixtape, so I'm gonna sing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to curate that one for me because he has one of them discographies that's just it's very intimidating.
Yeah, his mixtapes are not even all on spot. His mixtapes.
Oh yeah, I know.
Bro, put out a mixtape a month. That used to be crazy, bro. Super Techno Bowl, all that, bro. Come on.
Yeah, and I know that them things. Yeah, he watered down his discography.
He was killing it, bro.
Stop it.
Killing it.
Stop it.
Bro, you just don't know, bro.
But go ahead, go to your next project.
I think this might be my last project. This is actually the EP I wanted to shout out last episode. It's by a man named Boogieman. I think it's Dela, D-E-L-A. Dela.
I think it's Dela, maybe.
Dela, yeah. It's called Sunrise Lullabies. I think he's from, he said it, I think he's from Philly. But I looked him up on Twitter trying to see if he was like actually, using it, but he ain't like posted nothing in like almost 8 months. But anyways, he put out an EP called Sunrise Lullaby. This was last year. This was recommended to me through Spotify. You know what I mean? And the dude, he's not really like a rapper. He kind of talks to you on like really like drumless beats sometimes, and it's just this is not for you, man.
Thank you.
He just it kind of like he's just talking to you, but he's rapping, of course. And I don't know, I just thought it was cool, a little vibey, you know what I mean, a little wordplay there, but it wasn't nothing like too crazy. I just wanted to give it some type of shine because I never heard nobody even mention this dude. He don't, you know, he only got like 1,900 monthly listeners. He ain't nobody to like, you know, oh man, you ain't listen to him, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I thought he was pretty good. He got some older projects. I didn't check them out. Maybe I have to. I think this is the most current project he has out to date. Yeah, think so. Maybe he's not, you know, right now on social media now because he's working on some new stuff, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to it because this stood out to me, B. You know, if you want to check it out, you know what I mean?
Lyrical Spiritual Miracle?
No. I'm telling you, he's like talking to you, bro. Like, cool, like he's like a cool dude talking about like his life. Like, you know,
So like Bodie James?
Nah. Bodie a little different. Bodie rapping. He this dude right here is like, dang, I can't even explain. Like, I don't know who he remind me of.
Mike?
No. Mike be rapping. But Boogieman Dela, man, I just wanted to give him a shout out, bro, because I think it's pretty cool. I rocked with it. You know what I mean? And I actually put it on my Twitter a few days ago as well, you know. And hey, if anybody else know who he is or haven't heard of him, check him out. You're gonna have to just understand for yourself like what I mean by how he's just talking to you. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think this might be my last one today. I think I got some more. I'm gonna keep looking, but yeah, that's it for right now.
All right. So you know, when it comes to new generations of music, I feel like there's newer music channels to really like break newer artists or use to kind of help promote newer artists. You know, one era, I don't know what we have really for the blog era for that. But I would say like
YouTube channels?
Mm-hmm. So I'd say like for like the cloud era, SoundCloud era,
Elevator.
and all that, Lyrical Lemonade.
I say Elevator.
I think Lyrical Lemonade because it's like when you get a video on there, boom, you like, you know, you're breaking out.
I think Elevator was bigger
during the SoundCloud and Mumble.
I think Lyrical Lemonade came like kind of in the tail end, like the end, like with Juice WRLD now. Yeah. When it came like a thing.
Yeah.
But now Elevator like 2014, 2015 was Lil Yachty, all them. What's that? I
know we gotta look them up because I don't
1,000 Band, Fino, and all them.
Yeah,
Elevator was freaking Valet, all them. Bro, you know who Elevator is?
That's why I gotta look them up because I don't remember.
Yeah, nah, they was.
But like I was saying, you know, you always have those few channels during each era that kind of like are breaking new artists. For this era, I feel like it's for the shooters only, and it's on the radar. I feel like those are the two channels that are trying to break newer artists and kind of like catch them before they get like really famous. Or sometimes they get the famous people on there as well. So recently, For the Shooters uploaded one girl named Keora. I forgot the name of the song itself. I think it's called Okay. And I went into the song because she looked like a little Asian girl.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if this is like you're Asian or like if you're black. I don't know. So I went to the video and I was like, she going to be rapping. It's going to be these P-word raps as usual. Then she started singing. I'm like, And that always throws me off because you never know the genre of what you're going to get into in one of those videos. You just see the mic hanging. And you see the girl or guy coming up. I'm like, she's going to have another P-words rap. She started singing. I'm like, all right.
I just wanted to show you real quick.
Yeah.
They was huge around that
Okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I remember them.
They were killing it.
But yeah, you have she went onto the mic and she started singing. I'm like, all right, this is kind of like the type of R&B that I've been wanting to hear. More slower, not necessarily slow jams, more so slower R&B, kind of more so catered to like a contemporary R&B back that we had back in the day when we had the early 2000s, mid 2000s R&B type stuff. But obviously it's a little bit more modernized. And so I was like, all right, I kind of like this track. Can't really tell if she's like a good singer or not because you can tell the vocal inflections. And I was telling my girl this the other day when I was watching this Tink interview on the Breakfast Club.
Tink.
Janae Aiko really is like a huge influence on the newer generation of R&B women. Like I never really thought about that until Tink said that, and I'm just like, That makes a lot of sense. And when I heard this girl, the first person I thought of was Janae Aiko with the airy, atmospheric, like R&B production. And I'm just like, to me, this is giving me Janae Aiko. But I went to go listen to her EP called Sincere. It's like 5 songs. I believe it's less than 20 minutes.
Who is this?
Keora. Keora. Went to go check out the social medias. Twitter was very dry. It was looking like a desert on that thing. And I went to go the Sincere EP. It had like 5 songs on there. And I was listening to it and I'm just like, I could tell you trying to find yourself.
Yeah. She blazing.
Because, okay, so that's what it is. I could tell you trying to find yourself and you just haven't found it yet. And you're experimenting with different sounds on what you would sound best on. That Okay song, I think you should develop that a little bit more. The other songs that you had on there, she had one sample. And I forgot what the song was, but it's a huge song. I think it was like a New Jack Swing old school song. She sampled it, but she also, I think, added some of the drums from it too. And so it just threw the whole song off. The way it was building up, and I'm just like, like no, like I don't know why you thought that beat was good. And sometimes you just be thinking, be like, how do people have ears?
Yeah.
And they don't hear like that don't sound good.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it didn't sound good.
Bro, it's crazy. I was thinking about that with one of the albums we listened to today.
Oh, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna use that same point. But yeah, I'm just like that didn't sound good. It's like I get it, and you know you can look at her monthly listeners. She don't got that many, so I'm not gonna prod her on like, oh, you should have got better production or something like that. But I'm pretty sure there's better beats on YouTube that you could either lease or buy. I don't know. That's just me. But either way, I can see the potential there, but I don't think it's all the way there yet.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm gonna say. You get what I'm saying?
And she's a pretty girl, so she can get the people that looking. Yeah. So.
But yeah, overall, this wasn't a bad project. I will say that this is definitely one person that they're a grower, not a shower. That's what I'll say. She's a grower, not a shower. She ain't gonna just show me everything at once. She's gonna have to grow on me.
All right.
Okay.
You got anything else? Because I think I ain't got nothing. I might save some stuff for next week.
All right. I got one more. FLO. FLO. It's that R&B group I was telling you before we started the podcast. And it's this R&B group from the UK. They make pop R&B-ish. So more so stuff like akin to like a Aaliyah. Maybe I'm trying to think of some like a Fergie, kind of like stuff like that in that era in the early 2000s. But obviously it's modernized.
Yeah.
And I think they're doing that one thing that we both kind of agree on. Just make some hits. Make some singles.
Hits, bro.
Don't make it the project yet. Because their first project is going to be coming out in November.
Yeah.
So far, they got like 2 million monthly listeners. They got a good amount of singles, some EPs on their Spotify page. And I love everything that they got out there. Now, is everything perfect? No. But I will say that it's very enjoyable. And this is the music I wish Chloe Bailey was making. And when I was talking about my thoughts on Chloe Bailey's latest album, this is pop R&B that I like right here. This is the stuff that I could hear potentially on the radio, and I wouldn't be mad at this. This is stuff that I would hear in a setting in general, like a setting that, a public setting, and I'd be all right with this. This is cool. This is some really good music. And they have one song on one of their EPs where it's like an acoustic-like song, and they are like, they really got some good, talented voices on them. I really like FLO. Like, I don't know what it is, and some of the music that I heard, because they only got 2 EPs on their page. 3 of Us, which each of their EPs are named after a song that's on the EP. 3 of Us and The Lead. Very short projects, very, very short EPs. 3 to 5 songs at least. I really enjoyed them. This is the type of R&B I think I've been looking for. Sadly, you guys know I'm a Zionist.
Right.
Why is no one in America trying to do this? I keep telling you guys, these guys from the other countries are coming into these genres and taking over. They're putting in the work. They're doing what sounds good. They're doing what sounds right. They obviously got ears. What are we not doing right? I'm just saying, like, I want more of this. Obviously, make it to your own style. Create your own voice in it. But god dang it, they cracked the code. Yeah. 3 girls come together. It reminds me of Aaliyah mixed with Destiny's Child. I love it. I'm here for it. FLO, I cannot wait for that album. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be here championing for it. I follow.
They seem so familiar.
It reminds me of Destiny Child. It reminds me of a girl pop group back in like the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
I'm trying to think. I think somebody probably posted them on Twitter one day or something. But yeah, it looks familiar. But I know I see the vibes. I see the covers. Kind of got me some old early 2000 vibes with the covers. Even the font they use on the cover, give you that 2000 futuristic type of look, that font. I see the vibes they going for. Even the style, B.
And I'm loving the vibes.
Okay, I see it.
I'm loving them. So yeah, that's about all I have that I want to talk about, at least that I had to listen to.
Yeah.
For what we've been jamming. You got anything else, or you want to say everything?
I'll probably
for
say
next
some stuff for next week as well.
All right.
I'm still got to get my opinion on certain things.
All right. For me, these are more so my like first impressions and what I want to give my like raw thoughts on.
Yeah. Because I also got to listen to that Kai album. I still ain't listened to it yet.
Oh, the
Yeah.
K.A.? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Kai.
Okay. But yeah, that's about it for what we've been jamming.